Hey, this video is all about materials in Google Classroom. Materials is definitely not rocket science by any means, but it's actually one of the newer features of Google Classroom, probably within here the last couple of years. And originally, what people did was they would use the stream for this purpose. They would type a little message and add any links or resources in the stream. And that essentially was how they treated materials. Then eventually Google added materials. And this is great because the difference between an announcement and a material is that announcements go in the stream and materials go in classwork. And materials can all be organized by topics. And topics are very important because then when you click on a topic, you only see that resource that's sitting right in there. Okay, so that's a little bit about that. To get going here, there's two schools of thought here with materials. You can post each one at a time, so that way you have a nice little list, or you can do a material and add lots of links and resources all in one click. So it just depends on how you want to do things. So in this case, what I'm going to do is add a material. I'm going to call this, and then I'm going to add it, find it from my Google Drive. This is just a resource that's in my Google Drive. And I'll go ahead and add this one here. And now it is available. And the only thing that students can do to it is view it. Okay, there's nothing else to it. And so that is just one item. And then what I'm going to do is make sure that I add a topic. And then I can even pick which students receives it. So if it's only one student, I can essentially differentiate by picking several different students. And I can even push it out to lots of classes all at once. But I'm not going to do it this time. What is kind of cool is I did just add that from my Google Drive. You could provide links. You can provide files that you have on your computer and you need to upload. You can also attach YouTube videos. Then you can even create items. So if you needed to quickly create a material for the students just to get them some information or some directions, you could essentially create a doc, slide, sheet, drawing, or form straight from here, ready to go. So that way students can access it. And you don't have to go to your Google Drive to create that. It'll automatically save it in Google Drive for you. Okay, so that's one school of thought here. I'll go ahead and post this material. Okay, and then the other idea is that you could create a material and you could have lots of items. Okay, so in this, I could put a description. And then what I can do is go ahead and start adding links. But let me get some resources first. Here's one. I'm going to hit add link, paste the link. Did that by hitting Control V. That one's in now. Let's go find some more. Adding another link. Let's say I want to find a YouTube video. This time what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Google search for a file that I can download. I'm going to switch this to advanced settings. Go down here and change it to file type, and I can choose if it's a PDF or if it's an Excel file or a PowerPoint. Lots of different options here. Okay, and here is a nice little PDF. I'm not even checking on quality on this stuff. And I'm going to hit download. And it's going to go to my downloads, so that way I can upload it into Classroom. And since this is on my device and I downloaded it, I can go find it. There's the PDF and upload. I need to make sure I add a topic here. And something else to keep in mind is that I can save it as a draft and work on it later. So if I were to save it as a draft, and as long as I put it under that topic, it would appear there. I can always go back and edit it some more so that I can add more resources. I can pick individual students. I can schedule this for a later time, or I can post it now. I am going to post this now just for time's sake. And let's look at it from a student perspective. So as a student, if I go to Classwork, I see that there's two items here. This is just to give you an idea of different ways that you can post these items. So if I do one item at a time, this is how it appears for students. And if I do multiple items, this is how it would appear for students. And so it just depends on your preference. I do kind of like the idea of putting multiple materials all together. So that way you could have even like your assignment different or question that would go underneath climate. So that way all your links are slapped together and organized under one topic. So now when the students want to visit this, whether it was a link or a PDF file or a YouTube video, they can gain access to these resources very quickly.
difference between.
All right, so that's two different ways that you can post materials in Google Classroom. I hope that you found this resource to be helpful.